Live. We're going live, and here we are. We are at our closing session. We want to thank all of you for being with us today. And Allie just went. So, Allie, you're magically here. Talk about a fantasy world. We've portaled you in to the Jim Lowry side. Tish was just saying she has to talk to you more.
Aw, thank you, Tish. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed that, and preparing for this one was a lot more fun than the last one. I think I wasn't as nervous this time.
Well, see, good. That's why I like practice and working and the more that you're out there, the more that you're doing your thing, then you understand that we're here to glorify the Lord and share our books with readers. And that's how we can do this live. There's Ann. Hey, Ann, welcome.
Hey.
So I want to say how amazing our entire day has been. Just super filled. What about that keynote? We got to give a special shout out to Michelle DeRosier. That's one of her pen names. Naomi Joseph is her other pen name. I always call her Michelle. I have to keep remembering her pen names. But just keynote. Let's talk about it a second, y'all.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Michelle, remember last year when Michelle did the thing about the ice cream, the story? We did like kind of a thing with the ice cream cone.
Yes.
Well, today I'm just about finished with, and I thought it was a story for Clubhouse Junior. No, I believe I'm writing my first picture book.
See, look at there. You never know what's going to happen to Ann when inspiration strikes. And Tish is also in her past has dabbled with the love of children's books. And Allie, you have written children's books and you've had sweet romances and you've had middle grade. You're all over the place with your work too. It's like wherever God leads us, we go.
Right.
So Nick said, I enjoyed today. Thank you all. Nick, we are so happy that you've been here with us today. It's been a long one, Nick. I know you're exhausted. Wow. You stuck with us from the beginning. And Nick, we truly appreciate that. So Tish, your session, characters, man, that was like masterclass on characters and development and all the things to think of. And I loved how you introduced your mood boards and then Allie closed it up with mood boards. Did y'all see that bookend? What?
What happened to mine?
I know, right?
So we talk about that a lot. We talk about bookends, right? Like, or that's what I call it. Like when you're reading a story and at the very first chapters of your book, how do you take that and kind of close it up for that other bookend on that last chapter that kind of just seals it and gives you that satisfying closure? You guys like rock that. Y'all did not plan that, did you?
No, we didn't.
That's like Michelle segueing right into my presentation. It was like,
yes, John 15.
Then Ruth, you know.
And Ruth, all about the senses, fit all in. Great. It was, and to me, it was about the whole day is giving your stories that breath. I quoted someone earlier about breathing life. I've had so much like nuggets. I'll have to go back, but breathe life into your characters. And today it was like breathe life into your story, into your space. And into all that we do, and we know where that comes from. It comes from the Lord. But y'all, and that theme just worked itself out.
And you know, today was not overwhelming. I guess because I was at a conference last week. That wasn't overwhelming. I'm learning to make these things get exciting. If I can find inspiration and have fun at a conference, even though, and I will say this, and she's actually said this at the conference before, Twyla Belk may say no fun allowed, but let me tell you something, that rule is made to be broken.
Yes. WWJs do not have any, well, we do have rules. Do y'all want to share them? No stress.
Right.
No worries. If the tech doesn't work, we go with it.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, we are here to fellowship and have
Fun.
fun. So yeah, if there's any rules, I guess we have them too.
Tish, you're gonna have to have her on your podcast.
Yeah, I know. I mean, everything was so good. I like what Rose said too earlier about. Oh, I just love Rose. You know how
I
I
know.
Yeah, we all love Rose.
think that you just have to get out and do it. Just do it. Basically, get out your comfort zone if you have never done it before. Even with my presentation, I have never done that kind of thing before. And even though we had our tech glitches, I kept going. I went back and I looked over some video and learned how to do it. I can tell you that ain't gonna happen again.
And so yesterday, yeah, but behind the scenes, Tish, even yesterday, Tish and I did practice rounds.
That's what I said. Yeah.
We did practice rounds,
Weird.
Allie. We did screen shares. I took photos and was texting them to Tish. Like we had like conference prep time, right?
Right.
And then we had to just say, whatever happens in this space, we've got to let people know. So when we crafted our email together, Tish and I were on the phone while we sent our presenters an email thanking them for being with us. And I was like, if something happens, just don't worry, just keep going, just keep talking, because you just never know, right? And you can't feel bad about it. You can't wrap yourself up.
And you don't always know it's gonna, like you said, your internet was out. It took a lot of pressure off of us as being able to join as a presenter and not have to worry so much.
Oh no. And Ann said sometimes she doesn't even know what she's going to talk about until like right before she's about to say it. So this is like the perfect conference for Ann.
And I had to remind Jen, hey, don't forget to add Allie's presentation.
I know, because we did it yesterday and she goes, I'm your calendar. So Ann is now going to be like whipping me.
I'm gonna be, when I see something you double book, Jen, what are you doing?
I know. I laughed so hard. And let me go back to that, y'all, because I have to read it. Remember, I am your life calendar, LOL. That was the text I got from Ann. That was like, where's it? And this was early, Allie. She was like, where's Allie's presentation on the playlist? And I said, Tish made it yesterday. I forgot to add it to the playlist. And here I am like running, pushing buttons. And Ann, just thank you, Ann, for all you do for us to keep us in line.
You're such a sweetie, Ann. So I thought that was something that I just didn't see it for some reason.
It was just something that we didn't do. Me and Tish were on it yesterday too, which is hilarious.
That was my editor brain kicking in.
But that's what's the point. The thing is we always have to remember we are not on this journey alone.
That's true.
But y'all pray for me about this picture book thing, because I can't afford it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
Well, you never know. You may end up finish it and say, I want to try to submit it too. You never know. Just finish it up. Just finish it up and see what happens.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Because you set out with that. Let's just see what happens.
I know. I thought about. I just almost. I got like one more verse, I think, to write. It stanza to write, and I'll be done.
Wow.
Oh, she's so excited. I can already see that energy with Ann. She's like, oh my gosh, I almost wrote a children's book today at the WWJ conference.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for the write-ins, Tish.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome. That was fun. Yeah. I got some paragraphs done.
And I was able to eat Mexican food, leftovers, and go and run for coffee breaks and water and try to check on the kids. And so I think the breaks really helped this time.
Yeah.
It did. Me and Molly. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Then I go ahead.
Okay. I was just saying, I got a chance to grab Molly, and she did a turkey dance. And she's going, I'm a turkey, 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 turkey. So we were both going, turkey, turkey, turkey. So we did a fun turkey dance and got her some fish sticks. The breaks were good.
Yeah, the breaks were really good. And I just think that's something we've got to remind ourselves too, that when we do hold these events like this, to give ourselves grace, which I think we did this
Right.
time,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
Tish?
For the most
Uh,
part, yeah. You had to
oh, for
remind
the
me.
most.
You reminded me, and then I stepped back and I was okay. Because sometimes it's hard to get out of that mode and you want to do things just right. And but nothing is perfect. And that was a reminder, and that was okay. And I'm okay
And it
with
was
that.
good. I
Yeah.
am too. And
It was
then,
good.
the breaks just help to relax our mind,
It
right?
did. I went and got me some, what's these things? The little goldfish or something like that.
Ah,
And look,
I bet Allie's got them in the house.
Oh, yes, we do.
And I'll
and
tell y'all, when we first started the WWJ conferences, I don't remember us taking a break. I remember it
we
being
went right through. Yeah, just yeah.
I think we're a little older and wiser now that we say,
Yeah,
well,
we get wise.
our body needs a break. We just need to slow down and
And
be in the quiet.
I was telling Allison, when we was in the screen room, I was saying, I'm already planning for next year conference. And when I realized I'm excited because I said, oh, we can do things so different. Self care. I want to incorporate a place where we can get up and stretch. I see somebody doing some exercise for writers out there, and I said we can do something like that.
We definitely have to invite Rebecca Winrich Wheeler to do some work with us on that because she loves doing that kind of work. We already have her. So that's already in the works. See, we're already going to go out and reach out for our next presenter.
Even with Pooja with the yoga and the meditation too.
Yeah, that's what Rebecca does. Becca Wheeler is yoga instructor too. So yep, that's her life too. And her children's books are about yoga and nature. And she's getting a new children's book coming out. So I'm sure she might love to pop in. She was at one of our conferences in the past about empathy, Allie. She taught with us about empathy in children's books, which is a super great one to go back and watch, which is one thing I want to say about the WWJ conferences. We know there are long days. We've had 2 days events before. We actually ran a 2-day conference one year. Just know that was we've done and we did it though, but we lived and learned through that one too. We're like, one day's good. But we also had a spring conference before. We've had a fall conference in the past, and we've got pretty good banked videos for all of our folks who have just found us new today. Just go back and look. They're always going to be on a playlist. They're going to have like the years beside them, and just go through and look at the wealth of information, because Allie, you've spoken in the past as well. You've had presentations, and Tish was doing write-ins last year. So if you want some more write-ins, you don't even have to go back for that. You can just join Tish now on her channel. So we've just got a lot of things stored up, a lot of resources that authors can just use to help guide them and inspire them to keep pushing words. But y'all, I think that about does it for 2023. What y'all thinking?
I think we did good. Yeah,
we did. I was just gonna say,
and remember, Ruth was just a babe out in the audience.
I know.
And now she's a presenter this year.
Yes, and she did her first write-in last year. She presented last year. Ruth presented last year, but it was her first write-in last year, so she got to feel all of that. But Ruth did an absolute amazing job.
She did. I love that.
And love Stephanie Cardell. I'm so thankful for Lighthouse Literary Agency for coming today and sharing with us, because there may be a lot of new people out there who are saying, well, what is about an agent and how does that work? And even though she's closed for submissions now, just keep following her and her authors. Continue to look out the manuscript wish list that agents have out there, and find an agent, if that's the route you want to go, that shares your list, that shares your ideas and your mindset and research. I loved how she said research. And I'm going back through the list. I just want to make sure. Tish, thanks again. Allie, thank you. And we had a special shout out for Rose again. Congratulations on Rose for her new venture, for her publishing, Cushing's Publishing. I just absolutely love Rose. I'm so proud of her. And I look forward to getting her. Shelby Stevenson is her first book that's going to be released soon. Really excited for Rose and where the Lord is taking her. And so, guys, we can sign off now and we can go and celebrate that our 2023 Writing Words for Jesus conference is now at a close.
Yeah.
What y'all think? What y'all
I
think?
think we did good. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
great.
I was just gonna say, just know that sometimes when you take get an agent, it can take years to publish.
Oh yeah, everything is time, and I think I spoke on that. I hope I gave any kind of little words of nugget and some wisdom or something in there in my tired brain. But I did talk about the timing and how long it may take when people do approach even Monarch, or if they're approaching agents. It is not in this immediacy as it is in a self-publishing world, because there's a lot of things at play that are behind the scenes, like calendar releases and contracts and all of the things that publishers and agents know that they're dealing with. So that timing, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Anne. I did touch on that a little bit. I remember saying that. Sometimes I don't remember anything I say, Allie, when I give a presentation.
Well, Jen, something else you said that really helped me. You were like, keep connecting with people, keep connecting, keep getting to know, and also research the books that the publisher is publishing. And you have to do the work. That's what Ann keeps telling me. You have to do the work, and you have to research your market and all this.
I feel like I'm Allie's here.
I still have this idea in my mind of like John Boy Walton. You work and you work on your manuscript. You get it just right, then you send it into the publisher, and then they publish your book, and your dreams come true. And that's
you work and you work some more, and you work some more. Honestly, it's work. It's a daily effort to be able to get that push through that spotlight. And then for us, we're a small company, right? We're just getting started at Monarch, and we have, a great collection of books. I love every single one of our authors. And when you are out there looking at publishers, I love that, Allie. Like what you took away from that is like support those businesses, and then support small businesses, support Clean Reads authors, align yourself. I really loved what Michelle said too. We're Christian authors, but we also are Clean Read advocates, and we may not ever put Bible verses or Jesus or the Lord in our books, but at Monarch. But you know what? They're all clean reads, and they're representing the work that we can do for entertainment for children. So just knowing that there's Clean Reads authors out there, Allie, you got to join the Discord, because Molly would love it. And you have to be 13 years old or older to join a Discord channel, because that's the legal age. But we highly recommend that families join our Discord, and families and their children can engage with our authors. And we're going through the Impossible Girls study right now. And I don't know if you saw it, because I had to pop out, but Ashley White was texting me.
Did she see it?
She saw it, and she said, "This is making me want to make a new one." So you gave her then she said, "Tell her I said thank you and hugs." So that was from Ashley White, and she is leading the Impossible Girl book study right now. And even if you haven't read the book for book clubs, you can join us, because we are a Clean Reads. It's a safe place to communicate, share, and just have fun talking about stories. So continue to connect with folks.
Did you have a link for that?
Oh, I do. I'm going to go pull it for you right now, because it's so much fun. I get in there like just once a week just to kind of check on everybody, and the authors are all in there. We started this, and it's still like a little small book club, but it's so fun. So I've added it there. And I can send it to you too in an email, Allie. But if anybody wants to join a safe place to talk Clean Reads with your families, this is great for homeschool, because then your children can connect. It's great for teachers to join, because teachers could pull it up, and then it's a safe place, and their classes could talk with us. So it's just a great way to have fellowship around Clean Reads. But All right, guys. I'll talk forever about Monarch. Y'all got to keep me out of here. I love y'all all.
Love you.
All right.
Love
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Me too.